साथियों, मैं आप सबको तहे दिल से मुबारकबाद देता हूं कि आपने इस प्रोग्राम को आज सफल बनाया। मैं PDSU को भी और JNU फॉर पैलेस्टाइन को मुबारकबाद देता हूं कि उन्होंने ये इनिशिएटिव लिया, ये पहलकदमी की। मेरा काम इस दौर में सिर्फ एक फैसिलिटेटर का रहा है। साथियों, हमें कई बार ये समझ नहीं आता कि बात को किस तरह से कहें, किस तरह से रखें कि वो लोगों पे असर करे। आज अगर इंसानियत के लिए कोई एक उम्मीद की शमा कहीं जिंदा है तो मैं समझता हूं कि वो गजा उसका सबसे बड़ा उदाहरण है। प्रोफेसर निवेदिता ने कहा, Gaza is not just about starvation, people dying and being killed. And she is very right. Gaza is more about resistance, resolute, brave, courageous resistance. Gaza is about refusing to bow your head in front of injustice. That is Gaza. And that you people have collected over here. It enables once again for JNU to raise its head with pride, not just in this country, but in the Committee of Nations. You must realize the importance of your act. And if I may just underline it, mind you, all ruling class parties of this country, wherever they may be ruling, they have lodged cases against people who protested in support of Palestine. May it be in Kerala, may it be in Karnataka, may it be in Bengal, let alone UP and Bihar. It is that which gives salience to your protest today. Friends, it has become very easy to say, oh, they are such and such people. Perhaps they deserve to die. In a program organized by The Wire just a few days back, a former Foreign Secretary of India, and the fact that he was sharing that stage which was supposed to be of a very progressive orientation, वो फॉरेन सेक्रेटरी साहब ये कहते हैं कि साहब ले दे के हकीकत तो यही है कि 7 अक्टूबर 23 का हमला तो हमास ने किया था, उसमें उन्होंने इतने लोग मारे थे, He is foreign secretary. He ought to have known better about Israel's Hannibal doctrine, which commands Israeli forces that if you cannot prevent hostages being taken, you kill them. Documentaries have been made by Israelis themselves to document this, that maximum deaths which happened on that day happened under fire by Israeli forces. फॉरेन सेक्रेटरी साहब ने कहा कि फिलिस्तीन के मामले के साथ दिक्कत यह है कि वो बड़ा जज्बाती हो गया है। मैं एक सिफारतकार हूं, डिप्लोमेट हूं, और सिफारत जज्बात से नहीं चलती, सिफारत मुल्कों के मफाद से चलती है। मीन्स डिप्लोमेसी डजंट रन ऑन इमोशंस. Diplomacy runs based on what is beneficial for us. Now, who decides what is beneficial for the students and teachers of JNU? Who decides this? That the murder of students and teachers in Gaza, in Palestinian universities, serves the interest of the students and teachers here in JNU. Who gave this right? To that government or to that person to decide that this is national interest? Mind you, we do no charity to people of Palestine when we stand over here. We should not even think that it's an obligation we are putting on them. We stand here because if we will not stand, we will also be wiped out. At least the rulers everywhere, the oppressors everywhere, they will wipe you out. Our government's heart does not bleed when Indians are chained and sent back from US. Our foreign minister says in the parliament, this is standard operating procedure. But I can assure you, if we stand in solidarity with struggling people around the globe, students, teachers, workers, laborers around the globe will stand for their brothers and sisters when they struggle here in India. I have not even a figment of a reason on the basis of which I should hate a Palestinian student, a Palestinian teacher, a Pakistani student, or a Pakistani teacher, or anyone for that matter. But I have tens of reasons why I should stand in solidarity with their struggles, just as they have loads of reason to stand in solidarity with our struggles over here. And Professor Menon is here. She would know, we all know, how the Pakistani students came out in their large numbers from their universities when JNU was struggling here in 2016 and in 2019. There was an email shared by a faculty in SIS that was sent by a Pakistani professor saying that the first thing I do in the morning is to grope for my computer, to look on Facebook and all that as to what is happening to the students in JNU. I feel they are my own children. And I did write back to her that she has every right to consider our students as her children, just as we have every right to consider their students as our children, insofar as we are standing for the common cause of humanity anywhere on any part of the globe. It is that purpose for which we have gathered here today. And I hope all of us will recognize this importance of this immense responsibility that history places on our shoulders. We may not be sung, we may not be spoken about, we will not be covered in the media, but that does not mean we do not exist. That does not mean our existence does not matter. We exist, we live by the highest of the ideals, and we shall fight till the last to uphold those ideals. Inqilab Zindabad.